Alright, hi everybody. What's going on? It's another Monday, and you know what that means? It's another murderous Monday. And on this channel, I talk about serial killers, and I upload every Monday, hence the name. And the next serial killer that I will be talking about isn't technically a serial killer or a killer, because he actually didn't kill anybody, but he fired at police, and his name is Jason Barnum, aka the Eyeball Man. Before we get started, I just would like to thank, these 5 YouTubers for inspiration for doing true crime for doing true crime, and I listen and I watch their videos sometimes too, to also get some to also get to also get some of the people to do on my next video. Now before I get into that, I'm sorry that the camera is blurry. I don't really know how to fix it. But the 5 people, they're all women. Yeah, go figure. are Annie Elise. Alright, 10 to life Annie Elise. Danielle Kirsty. Eleanor Neal. Christina Randall. And Anna Templeton. And give their channel some love. And, how about if they can see, how about if they ever see this channel, they can give me some love too. I'm even a member. I actually joined a membership for Annie Elise's channel, so, yeah. Alright, so here we go. With, now we get into, Jason Barnum's case. I couldn't find much about his early life, but Jason Barnum was born in Colorado in 1985 and moved to Florida at a very young age. He was diagnosed as a slow learner and had troubles during his school career. On September 17th, now before we get into this, anybody who's a true crime fan might not know the name Jason Barnum, but Eyeball Man and the picture of him, which will be my thumbnail, will definitely know who I'm talking about. He literally has his head shaved and has a skull right on top of his head, tattooed. His left side of his face is literally tattooed to look like a skeleton, to look like a skull. And he even has teeth. And he even has... Oh, it says it right here. Yeah, but, yeah. And he even blacked out his eyeball. I think he actually got blacked out both of his eyeballs, I think, now. No, but when I see him, he only has his left eye blacked out. Literally, tattooed his eye. Yes, here we go. On September 17th, a man covered in tattoos, including skeletons, skulls, and a tattooed eyeball, appeared in an American court, charged with robbing homes and stealing cars to fund his drug habit. The 37-year-old man was arrested on attempted murder and assault charges after authorities say he exchanged gunfire with police at an Anchorage hotel wounding an officer who was working on a burglary investigation. Jason Walter Barnum was arrested after his release from the hospital for treatment from a gunshot wound to his arm. The heavily tattooed Anchorage man was ordered to be held on a $500,000 cash-only bail. So that was a lot. Anchorage Police Chief Mark Mew said at a news conference that he could only speculate on why Barnum started firing at officers from the hotel bathroom. He said Barnum was a heroin user who showed symptoms of drug use after the incident. He said, "Someone just blasting away from behind a door, that's unusual." And of course, they responded rather quickly. One officer, whose name was not released, suffering a graze wound to his back. 3 officers were investigating vehicle break-ins and burglaries in South Anchorage, which I think is in Alaska. The burglaries occurred at homes where residents were present, Mr. Mew said. Police spotted a vehicle connected to the burglaries in a parking lot near the hotel. They reviewed the hotel surveillance video and saw a man carrying a tote from the vehicle to room 209, charging documents said. Officers went to the room to investigate. Once inside, they spotted a stolen gun, Mr. Mew said. They handcuffed a man in the room of Sam Williams Jr. and spoke to a woman named Stephanie Callis, who was making retching sounds and pretending to be sick in the bathroom. Mr. Mew said. Officers ordered her out of the bathroom, and as she emerged, Barnum began firing a stolen gun from behind her, prosecutors said. The officers fired back and exited, taking Williams and Callis with them. One of their shots hit Barnum, fracturing his right arm, authorities said. The report of an officer wounded drew a swarm of other officers to the scene. Police evacuated guests from other hotel rooms and closed 5th Avenue, which was the main road leading from North Anchorage to downtown. SWAT officers approached the hotel room about 1 p.m. Officers spoke to Barnum through the door, and he surrendered. Mr. Mew said, "The wounded man was cuffed with his arms behind him. He was then walked down to the ground level, placed on a stretcher, and taken to the hospital. All 3 people in the room had warrants out for their arrests, and Williams and Callis were also taken into custody." Lieutenant Anthony Henry, who oversees burglary investigations, said additional charges were pending. Prosecutors said officers processing evidence in room 209 found jewelry boxes, and other property in a backpack. Barnum was arraigned on that Friday, I guess, in 2012, on 1 count of attempted murder and 2 counts of felony assault. And I guess that this this website that I found this off of, I guess this was like right when they did it. So that's why they're like, yeah, this Friday, blah, blah, blah. While he was in the courtroom, he responded, sure, why not, at the hearing, when asked if he had read the criminal complaint and whether he wanted an attorney. Barnum said he had not worked in the past 6 months. He was appointed a public defender. The charging document said Barnum had previous convictions for burglary, forgery, theft, assault, and resisting arrest. He was obviously found guilty and sentenced to 22 years behind bars. Now, this was a quick one. It's basically a lowlife, just trying to Grand Theft Auto to fuel his heroin addiction. Now, don't get me wrong. This YouTuber who I love, JD Delay, he is a scary dude. Don't get me wrong. And he's known what a prison cell looks like. He's been in there for like over 3 years, 39 months actually. And he's now a recovery coach. But how did he start? How did he get in prison? By Grand Theft Auto. So, and this guy also started with Grand Theft Auto and ended with more charges against him from trying to fire at police officers. Not JD Delay, but I drooled. Sorry, not JD Delay, but Barnum. He was the one that fired at the officers. Now, I don't want any backlash that I put JD Delay's name in this video. I say I have nothing but respect for him. You do you. He's a recovery coach. He's a family man now. And yeah, so before we log off this video, I just want to give you guys a hint on who my next one I'm going to be doing is. Which I actually have not done the Murderous Mondays in a while, like over a month. And I don't really know why. I think I haven't done it like over a month because the last time I tried to do it was the Ted Kaczynski case. It was literally an hour and 11 minutes. All for nothing because the upload just failed. I tried re-uploading it like a couple days later and it still wouldn't do it. Probably because the video was too long, probably, I don't know. But anyway, so this is the hint. This guy after hold on, how do we put this? By the way, I'm not editing this video either, so you get in the live reaction. This video that I'm going to be doing next Monday, probably, will be this guy who stalked and preyed on this woman. I forgot her name, but he loved this girl so much that he would literally stalk outside her home, watch her like in her own room and stuff, and then after after high school was over and stuff, he actually shot and killed her. And then news interviewed him, and he was like, about where this woman could be, and he's like, I don't know. It's a scary world. Somebody probably got her, like she could have just been going out for a walk, and someone or like for like a jog, and someone could have grabbed her and kidnapped her, knowing that he killed her. So if you know who I'm talking about, please leave it in the comments. I will also be putting this on TikTok. So please like, comment, subscribe. Please, the weather's getting a little bit cooler out. Go outside before it gets too cold out. You know, what's the other cliche stuff? Just touch some grass, That's like one of like the most like clichéest things. Just be a good person. A line from Anna Templeton's video. Be a good person, don't be a bad person. Or be a good person, don't be a bad don't be a bad person, be a good person or something. Or something like that. I don't know. I haven't watched her in a while. Which I actually will watch her, I think, today. So yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.